Welcome to part 11 of Ocarina of Time, and now that we have the bombs in our possession, we can now get a passage that we couldn't get in part 4. We had to completely skip it because we did not have the bombs, and now that we do, we can actually climb up the vine without any more failure and go over to that rock and blow it straight to smithereens. With fear of great fairies intact, yes, I've played Hyrule Warriors. And yes, I still have a fear of the Great Fairy. I will hopefully get... Not hopefully, I will get probably the most broken accessory in the game. So, with that said, let's enter into this hole. Oh, by the way, if you don't actually get this accessory now, it's going to be harder in the later levels. And it's going to be utterly replaced with something even more difficult. For a bomb. Anyway... With fear of Great Fairy in my heart, I play Zelda's Lullaby. No, seriously, man. You try being shaken up like a martini in a damn Great Fairy's bottle. You'll see how afraid you really will be. Anyway, our second Great Fairy, who I swear is not nude, despite the popular belief, is going to give us our second great spell, but our first magic accessory, which is Den's Fire. Den's Fire is basically a kill-all spell. Sorry, I coughed there. I meant to say kill-all spell when it comes down to enemies that are not immune to fire. And it also lights several torches in one area. This spell is broken. And if I'm not mistaken, your magic is about 20, so you can fire off 3 of these things. So yeah, that's a lot. And also, we get a heal in magic and health if we've used some. Which I've only took a couple of hits. So with that said, I will see you guys in Kakariko Village, because there's some unfinished business to deal with. And there's our unfinished business. As it turns out, I actually had 9 Skulltula tokens, and now I have 10. Now then, with 10 Skulltula tokens, because I got 2 of them off screen here in this area, it's time for us to pay a visit to the Skulltula house. And with that, we get probably one of the better accessories in the game for us that is actually not needed to be used, but it'll definitely help our rupee count because we get the adult's wallet. That is a lot of monies. We can hold up to 200 rupees. Then we're gonna need about 40 or 50 more, I do believe. Yeah, I think we're gonna need 40 more in order for us to get the giant swallow. Anyway, what I'm showing off is how to get a heart that you should not be able to get right now, except for when you're an adult with a hook shot. I just took the easy way here. And with that, we've got our second heart piece. And as you can see, I kind of failed miserably because I fell off twice. Anyway, now that we've got this heart piece, let's go back to Death Mountain, because we've got some unfinished business with this chest. Yeah, the cuts are kind of happening faster than when I can talk. And we've got 50 rupees. Did I time that or did I time that? Now we have a few things to get back in the Goron's hideout. Or what's it, Goron's cave? Doesn't matter, because I'm going to be using bombs and Den's Fire. No, Goron City, sorry. It doesn't matter. Bombs! Because there's rocks in the way. Let's see if there's anywhere else to bomb. Probably not here. Maybe somewhere else. I just feel like blowing up stuff today. I don't know why. Oh wait, that's because I have bombs! Now this particular puzzle, it actually houses a heart piece. Thing is, I forgot where it is. I'm sorry, people. But yes, at the end of this area, however, I do know there are 2 purple rupees. And I may inadvertently get them, but hey, they're purple rupees. And I likes my money. Is that wrong? So long as I don't have to give it to Tingle. Anyway, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get the Wind Raker. Or Majora's Mask. I would prefer to do Wind Waker before Majora's Mask. Just my preferences. Anyway, now that we're here, purple rupee, purple rupee. Oh crap! I've got more than 200. I mean, I got 200 exactly. Oh, and in this box, rupee and Skulltula, which took some of my life. You asshole. Well, at least I got 11. Anyway, let's get out of this portion, because I think now we need to get the bomb bag. And that's actually a good thing to get, because we're going to be going to some dungeons that will need the bombs. However, it won't be the next dungeon, because obviously it's a water dungeon. And oh god, oh god, oh god! Wrong weapon! No! Imbecile. I meant my past self. Anyway, do not blow this particular door open. Don't. It is a waste of time and a waste of rupees. Why? Because that area leads to the Medigoron. And the Medigoron will... Throw it! Damn it! You idiot! Anyway, what I was about to say was the Medigoron... Okay, that didn't work either, but what I was trying to say was the Medigoron will give you the Giant's Knife. And the Giant's Knife is a waste of money. However, it won't give you the Giant's Knife now, it'll give it to you when you're an adult. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of effort, and it is not worth you getting. Hopefully that'll kill him. No, that didn't. But this will. Damn it! Well, I got him at least. Because I stopped this Goron from rolling, I now get the bomb bag upgrade. With that, we now can carry up to 30 bombs. And now for the last thing we need to get. Well, not technically the last thing we need to get. Oh, yeah, I gotta blow that up, too. Definitely worth blowing up. So now we can go to the Lost Woods anytime. Let's switch out the Ocarina for Din's Fire. And let's light these torches, because I can. And I think there's more torches that need to be lit downstairs. Actually, you don't even need stick. You honestly need Dense Fire. I don't even know why I put a Deku stick. What the hell was I smoking? Yeah, I just thought about it. I should have used Dense Fire, because by the time I get down there with the Deku stick, it really wouldn't have mattered. Oh, that, and I'm also checking for other torches. But funny trick, you can actually light bomb flowers with a Deku stick. Well, duh, they're bomb flowers. What I'm trying to do, even though I was looking for torches to make sure that all of them are down there, because you never know, sometimes you'll miss certain things without looking. I mean, I've been guilty of doing that a lot. I was about to say I was a victim of doing that, but then again, it's kind of the same thing. Simply put, That'll take care of 2 torches, and now for the rest. And Link's head's going round and round. And don't even worry about going in there right now, because you don't have the necessary form to go into that store. It sells tunics at a pretty expensive price, but you have to be an adult in order to wear one. Throw it, throw it, throw it! Alright. Hopefully, if I throw this into the jar, I'll actually get something good. And by something good, I mean a heart piece. I need this particular jar to land on the smiley face. If it lands anywhere else, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And it lands on the stoic face. Oh gee, thanks. At least I get more bombs from this. Let's try this again. I know this may seem like a waste of time for everybody, but hey, I'm getting as much items as I can. Because I'm going to try to move the game on as fast as I possibly can. And into the hole you go. Damn it! And... come on. Come to RV Man. No. Get in the hole. Thank you! Now then, let's see what face it lands on. Okay, that's it. I'm cutting until I get to the actual heart piece. And there it is right there. I'm going too fast for my cuts. I just realized that. But we've got ourselves another heart piece. And with that said, now it's time for us to go to Lake Hylia. So with that said, I'll see you guys there. But first, I want to see if I can take the shortcut. And dive, dive, submerge. Let's see if I can make it. And no, I can't. Damn it. Oh well, I'll have to take the long way around. See you guys back in Hyrule Field. And now we go the long way. Seeing as how we won't be able to take the shortcut just yet. Never hurts to try, and is that what I think that is? That better not be who I think that is. Ah, it is. Damn it. You know what? Screw it. Let's just get this over with. Yes, I've gotten bigger and stronger. Shut up. I don't care. Look, let me give you the gist of what this owl was trying to say. The only way you're gonna get into Sora's domain is if you use Zelda's Lullaby. The thing is, if you do not have the instruction manual, and if Impa didn't tell you this already, this guy would have been useful. However, Impa already told you that most of the beings here in Hyrule are connected to the royal family. Therefore, you cannot get anywhere without that lullaby. And also, there is a Triforce right at the damn entrance. Meaning that Owl is completely freaking useless. But I'll tell you what isn't useless. Them beans. So, you want to talk to this guy here. He's chomping on some magic beans. And here's the thing about this guy. Every time you buy a magic bean, you have to pay in the multiples of 10. With that said, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably over $400 you're going to be spending on magic beans. Okay, 400 rupees. They don't use dollars here in Hyrule. But yes, that is close to $400 you're going to be spending on rupees. Or was it 5? I think it was 5. But you're gonna be spending a lot of money trying to get these beans. And the reason you want to get these beans, because they will help you with 1, getting heart pieces, and 2, they will help you in the Bigoron Sword side quests. Now you have to equip the beans, unlike past me who had to take 2 attempts to equip it, and plant the beans, just like so. But you have to do it as a kid, because you won't be able to plant the beans as an adult, because the bean sprouts will grow when you're an adult. Anyway, let's grab this chicken and put it to good use. Fly, chicken! Me and my trusty chicken. It's time to fly away with better flying controls than NOE. Yes, I will rib on that for the rest of my life. Alright, here's the moment of truth. There's a reason for what I'm doing, and the reason has been used. Now, leap of faith! And I've got my 4th and final heart piece for that set. So now we've got 7 lives to work with. I mean, 7 hearts to work with, sorry. Let's just not worry about all the hassle and ignorance of the Octoroks. Oh, we'll be dealing with them soon, though. And by soon, I mean 2 parts from now. Because the entirety of the next part is going to be between Zora's Domain and Lake Hylia. So on that note, we will go into Lake Hylia. Wait. Sorry, folks. I meant to say we will go into Zora's Domain because we're already in Lake Hylia. And we will play Zelda's Lullaby so they can open the door. And now that I think about it, there may not be a Triforce there, but if you examine that specific spot you're standing on with Navi, she will read it to you saying that the Zoras will only let messengers or people connected to the royal family in. So with that said, just play Zelda's Lullaby at that point. Anyway, we are now in Zora's Domain with one of the best themes in the game. God, I love this theme. And as I break some pots just because I can, I'm gonna call it a game here. In the next part, I'll cover as much of Zora's Domain and Lake Hylia as I can. This is RVMan985. See you guys in part 12. I love this theme. Take care.